for us, where we're understanding that ahead of Sanjay Raut reaching the court, CNN News 18 is now getting you an inside track of what the Sena MP Sanjay Raut will argue. What we're also now picking up is that Sanjay Raut will claim medical reasons, citing heart problem, and this is all to oppose a 10-day custody. Vinaya is getting us all those details. So Vinaya, what is going to be the plan of the legal team of Sanjay Raut to oppose that 10-day custody?
Well, this seems to be the legal strategy. As of now, I'm speaking to some of the sources close to the family of Sanjay Raut, and we are being told that medical documents are being taken to JJ Hospital, where Sanjay Raut's medical examination will take place. These medical documents will be produced in front of the doctors who will examine Sanjay Raut. Remember, last year he had undergone a heart surgery with respect to some of the health problems he had faced, and that is something that the family plans to cite as medical grounds. Now the ED, as Ashish had reported, plans to seek 10-day custody of Sanjay Raut. Sources close to the family tell me that the legal team of Sanjay Raut will most likely oppose this 10-day custody that will be sought. In fact, they will oppose it on medical grounds as well, claiming that there is heart trouble that Sanjay Raut faces, and that is why he should not be kept in the custody for such a long time. So as of now, this is the crucial bit of information that we are learning, Riddhima, that the family sources close to the family of Sanjay Raut tell us that medical documents are already on their way to the hospital where Sanjay Raut is going to be examined, and that medical grounds will be sought in order to oppose the 10-day remand that the ED is likely to seek of the leader. So crucial details there trickling in from the camp of people who are close to the family. So meanwhile, Sanjay Raut continues to be at ED office. He has not yet been taken out. He will be taken for medical examination first at JJ Hospital, from where he will be brought to Sessions Court, where I am standing. Right now, sources say that the whole process is likely to get delayed substantially, even as there is no information as to what time exactly will Sanjay Raut now be taken to the hospital for his medical examination.
So crucial information that Vinaya is getting for us. Vinaya and Mihir, I'll request you to stay on with us. Our colleague Herman Gomes also now joining us on the broadcast. Herman, just for the benefit of our viewers, could you recap for us of what really happened yesterday? What really is the bone of contention by the ED as far as the Patra Chawl scam case is concerned, and what led to the eventual arrest of Sanjay Raut?
Well, yes, Riddhima, yesterday around 7:15 a.m. in the morning is when the ED decided to reach Sanjay Raut's residence. That is where searches were conducted. Certain documents were seized from from his residence, as well as cash, unaccounted cash of more than 11 lakh Indian rupees. Now, during when those papers, the financial documents were seized, he was asked, first of all, a few basic questions, to which he did not reply to. After that, after almost 10 hours of the ED being present at his residence, he was then brought to the zonal office here in Mumbai, where he was questioned at length once again. And after that, he was announced as to have been arrested by the ED. Two key grounds upon which he was arrested is that one is the ED claims is that he was not cooperating, which is one of the strong grounds we've seen in the past too, where one can in fact, when one can be arrested by any federal agency. And the second was the unaccounted cash that was recovered from his home. He was questioned as to what is the source of this amount. Was it from a bank, or from where did it come to? He did not give satisfactory replies, because of which that became the second ground for him having been arrested. Let's remember here that already there the key allegation is that in this entire scam, which was more than 1,000 crore Indian rupees, there was money laundering involved. He benefited immensely through his close aides and family members. His wife too, having been under the scan of the Enforcement Directorate. Previously, there have been a flat in Dadar, which is believed to be belonging to his wife, which has already been seized by the Enforcement Directorate. Apart from that, There are other small properties too in the Alibag area where have been seized by the Enforcement Directorate. So right now, before the agency, what they need to piece together is to from where, how was this money funneled in, through money laundering, how was it parked with these close aids, and then eventually put a timeline together of all the financial trail.
Sure.
Now here I'm at the JJ hospital. As you can see towards my left hand side, you can adequate Mumbai police personnel being posted here to ensure that there is no sort of difficulty and everything goes smooth. But Ridhima, important to note is yesterday when the searches were being conducted at his residence, you had a large number of supporters who had turned up. Today, not a single supporter here present. The Mumbai police to ensure that because this is one of Mumbai's largest hospitals,
True.
other patients are not also, there's no difficulty for them too, which is why now you have it's him being brought here, the medicals being conducted, and it roughly looks, at least at this point in time, that he could be produced in the second half before the PMLA court, where the ED is going to seek for his 10 days custody.
Okay, so crucial information that Herman is also now giving us, that security also has been beefed up, not just at JJ Hospital but at the ED office as well, but no supporters currently seen. Meer, I quickly want to come back to you, taking on from what Herman was essentially outlining for us of what really is the scam about. I want to specifically talk to you about the role of Sanjay Raut. We're understanding how does his role become problematic. As far as HTIL is concerned, they deposited about 100 crore, if I understand correctly, in Praveen Raut's account. Out of that, about more than 80 lakh was then transferred to Sanjay Raut's wife. Could you just talk to us about the role of Sanjay Raut and his wife?
Absolutely. As far as when you talk about this Patra Chawl case, remember the case was about redevelopment of this particular chawl in Mumbai, where people would be benefited and given new flats which will have higher areas later on once it's developed. What happened is that this particular account was given to a particular company called Guru Ashish Corporation, and that had a partner named Praveen Raut. Now we know Praveen Raut is a close aide of Sanjay Raut, is what people say. But during the investigation, ED found out that it was not only Praveen Raut who benefited from it. Yes, he was the direct beneficiary. Considering he was a partner, this land development really didn't happen. But the FSI was sold, and the construction was probably sold to people who were not the beneficiaries of this particular chawl redevelopment, and money was attained from that. That money was distributed amongst partners. One of them was Praveen Raut, whose account was reflecting around 100 crores transferred to him. Now what the allegation on Sanjay Raut and his wife is at this point, and that's what the ED is probing, is that a certain amount of money to the tunes of 80 lakhs and more was transferred to Sanjay Raut's wife, and that money was used to purchase a property in Dadar area.
Okay.
Now that's where the trail leads to Sanjay Raut, and that's why this entire investigation led to Sanjay Raut, and now ED has arrested him on the grounds that he was somewhere indirectly linked to this entire case. However, Sanjay Raut has maintained that he had taken a loan from Praveen Raut, but that was a loan and he had nothing to do with the entire Patra Chawl scam that was going on. It was a loan taken from somebody he knew and which was about to be repaid because it was a loan taken to purchase a property. Now, whether that is clarification enough on Sanjay Raut's side as far as the ED investigation is concerned, one doesn't know, but the ED has said that there were certain pointed questions asked to Sanjay Raut and they were not convinced by the replies, or he was not cooperating, and that's why they had to detain him, and subsequently he was arrested. And today, of course, post lunch is what we understand, he will be taken to court and ED will want his further custody for getting deeper into this case.
Okay.